So, I was going to start this video off complaining about how the Sixers have yet to make any real moves this free agency. I'm dying for them to re-sign Danny Green. However, literally like 2 minutes ago, we did sign Andre Drummond to a veteran minimum, and even though I haven't really fully thought about this signing, I think overall it's a very good deal. For a veteran minimum, to get a dude who was an all-star a few years ago, yeah, we know he's not really an all-star, but best rebounder in the league, solid rim protector, I will absolutely take Andre Drummond for a veteran minimum on my team, but that is not what we are here to talk about today. The Chicago Bulls have been arguably the biggest winner of this free agency, and behind the Miami Heat, they have definitely been the biggest team when it comes to making splashes in the free agency market. So let's talk about the Bulls and whether or not these moves they have made will finally be enough to get this team over the hump and help them make the playoffs. Looking at the Bulls, first we gotta talk about Lonzo Ball, the big signing for this team, alright? Lonzo is currently signed to a 4-year, $85 million contract, just a little bit over $21 million every single year for the next 4 years. And it was actually a sign-and-trade, not a straight-up signing. In return, the Pelicans got Thomas Satoransky, Garrett Temple, and a second-round pick, aka nothing they're really gonna miss. Let's just be real here, alright? Satoransky and Temple can be decent enough bench players, but I don't think any Bulls fans are crying about losing those players. Lonzo Ball, however, is a phenomenal fit for this team. He really is. I don't understand this trade for the Pelicans' point of view. They need defense, they need playmaking, and they traded around a defensive playmaker. Sorry, traded away a defensive playmaker. I know they need shooting too, but like, it doesn't make any sense for the Pelicans. However, Lonzo, very good defender, potentially an all-defense guy one day, very good playmaker and passer, not much of a scorer, but he did just have his most efficient season of his career by far, hitting massive career highs from both the three-point line and the free throw line, meaning he is no longer a massive detriment on offense like he was previously. Assuming he keeps this up, of course. Maybe it was a one-year fluke, but I really do think he's going to at least be close to his efficiency that he was at last season. And the Bulls don't need scoring, okay? They have Vucevic, they have Zach LaVine, they have Kobe White now coming off the bench. They don't need scoring. What they need is defense and playmaking. Zach LaVine is not meant to be the primary playmaker on a team. He can do it, but it is not his role. He is a score-first player, and with Lonzo distributing, that is going to help a ton. Meanwhile, man, did this team need some guard defense. Kobe White and Zach LaVine are not good defenders whatsoever. They are, in fact, bad defenders on the perimeter, and that has been murdering the Bulls basically in the entire Zach LaVine area. They have been a bad perimeter defense. Lonzo Ball is going to help that a lot. I think this is a phenomenal trade and signing for the Bulls. This is great. The other big name for them is Alex Caruso. 4 years, $37 million, about $9 million a season for Alex Caruso, a dude who shoots 40% from 3, although not on very many attempts, and he also is a very good hustle defender. Not an elite defender by any means, but he can switch on both guard positions, and he really gives maximum effort anytime he's on the floor. He's always hustling for loose balls. This dude is just a great hustle player to have on this team, and I think he's going to be great all around because you have guys like Zach LaVine who really need to put some more hustle into their game, especially on the defensive end. Caruso is not going to be a game changer, but a backcourt of Caruso and Kobe White coming off the bench and a frontcourt of Lonzo and Zach LaVine. This team has just gotten significantly better on defense and now has a legitimately deep backcourt rotation. They have 2 legit guards starting, 2 legit guards coming off the bench. I'm very happy with this. I gotta say, this has been great for the Bulls. Not to mention they still have Vucevic, obviously. Lauri Markkanen, we gotta wait and see what happens with him, and he is a big caveat for this team. I don't know what Lauri Markkanen's deal is. I really don't. He has the potential to be like a borderline all-star level dude, to be like a poor man's Kristaps Porzingis, so basically what Kristaps Porzingis has been on the Mavs. But he hasn't even reached that level. Like, that's kind of underselling him because people used to think he was going to be the second All-Star next to Zach LaVine. I don't know what's going on with him. Their best bet is probably to trade him for some kind of versatile, like, two-way player, some kind of 3-and-D type of guy. I would think a Robert Covington type would be my goal. But maybe he develops. Lauri Markkanen is going to be the big question mark. If he can develop more this season, if he can finally get close to that level he was supposed to be, the Bulls very well could be a playoff team. However, I'm sorry, Bulls fans, but if I'm being 100% honest, I am not betting on the Chicago Bulls making the playoffs this season. I think this team is definitely going to be better, but I also think the East has maybe never been better than it is right now. You look at the East. Let's look at the guaranteed playoff teams, okay? The Sixers, for as much as everyone hates them, they're definitely making the playoffs. The Bucks, obviously. The Nets, obviously. The Heat just got better, so them, obviously. The Hawks are not missing the playoffs. And the Celtics are not missing the playoffs with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown healthy for the whole season. So that is 6 teams that are guaranteed to make the playoffs out of the 8 teams. Then after that, you've got a team like the Bulls, but you've also got, well, I'll take the Wizards out of here, actually. I don't think the Wizards stand a chance. But you've also got a team like the Knicks, who were the 4th seed last season, the Pacers, the Raptors. The Pacers and the Raptors are the 2 big ones. If I had to bet, the Hornets, too, are in there. The Pacers, the Raptors, and the Hornets. The Magic, if they come back healthy, could very well fight for a playoff spot. If they get Jonathan Isaac back, if Cole Anthony steps up again, if Jalen Suggs has a really good season, they could certainly make the playoffs. The East is just deep. It is very deep right now. Even the Cleveland Cavaliers could potentially make a run at a playoff spot this year. Not saying the Bulls won't make it, but even if they do, they're like a 7th or 8th seed and a first-round exit. I don't think that's something anyone's going to argue about. They very well could have a chance. If the Bulls do make the playoffs as the 8th seed, I will not be surprised. But I'm just going to be honest, right now, my money is on the Bulls still being a 9th or 10th seed this season, still missing the NBA playoffs. I still just think they need more. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just need to give up and trade Zach LaVine. I don't know if they just need some more good players at the forward. I don't know. They got not Wendell Carter. They got that dude they drafted a few years ago. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. But he's a solid. He just had a really good rookie season. But like, I just think this team needs more. They need some coaching stability too. They need a good coach. They haven't had that. Maybe the Bulls can make it, but right now, my money is on the Bulls still not making the playoffs. However, this was still a phenomenal offseason for them so far. Lonzo Ball, Alex Caruso, great signings, and the Bulls definitely have a brighter future than they did 2 days ago.